ജനാധിപത്യത്തിന്റെ മറവിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻ മുസ്ലിങ്ങളെ അപരവൽക്കരിക്കുന്ന സംഘ് പരിവാറിന്റെ കടുത്ത നെറുകേടിന്റെ രാഷ്ട്രീയത്തോട് ഇനി രാജിയില്ല. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഭൂമി ഞങ്ങൾക്കുള്ളതാണ്. വഖഫ് ഭൂമികൾ കയ്യേറാനുള്ള ഗൂഢതന്ത്രങ്ങൾക്കെതിരെ കേരളത്തിലെ കരുത്തുറ്റ പെൺസംഘം ഒന്നിക്കുന്നു. റിപ്പീൽ വഖഫ് അമെൻഡ്മെന്റ് ആക്ട്, റിജക്ട് ഓൾ മുസ്ലിം ജനസൈഡൽ പ്രോജക്ട്. We heartfully welcome the Vice President of National Federation of GIO, Sister Afifa Tahniyat, for the inaugural address.
In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and merciful. A very warm and powerful Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and good evening to all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. With a heart full of pride, I greet this warm and bold and firm gathering of our beloved girls of Kerala, the powerful voices of GIO who have gathered here to extend, to show their stand, a stand of legacy, a stand of history, a stand of conscience, a stand of resistance. We know central government has passed Waqf Amendment Act in April 2025, and it is unconstitutional and it violates fundamental rights and Islamic charity laws. For this reason, All India Muslim Personal Law Board has launched a nationwide protest with the slogan Save Waqf, Save Constitution, and at today's rally and our gathering is a part of that nationwide movement, and we will raise our voice each and every time whenever government brings any act which is unconstitutional. We will raise our voice. Waqf is not just a land, it's our history, it's our heritage, it's the hope of our future generations. It represents our ancestors. It represents the donations of the properties that were given by our ancestors to the poor, to the needy, to our students, to worship, and also to the travelers. But today, as we see with the Waqf Amendment Act, this sacred trust is in threat. If we go through a few clauses of Waqf Amendment Act, one of the Waqf Amendment Act's clause says that individuals who are from different communities must be included in the Waqf board that comprises of 22 members. Whereas other endowment boards of other communities like Christian charitable trusts or institutions, Hindu endowment board or Sikh endowment board, these boards only consist of members of that respective community. But whereas in the Waqf board, they are trying to include people from other communities. It violates the Article 14, Article 25, Article 26, and Article 32 of the Constitution, which guarantees equality and freedom of religious communities for managing their own religious affairs, for administering their own boards and their properties. Including people from other communities in a board which is meant for Muslim community is discriminatory and unlawful. The law should be equal for all, but in this case, it doesn't seem so. Waqf, the owner of Waqf is Allah and custodian is the Muslim community. But today, another clause that is present in the Waqf Amendment Act is that only the individuals who are practicing Muslims of at least 5 years, only they can donate the property to the Waqf. What kind of a regulation is this? What if a person is not a practicing Muslim? Why can't he feed the poor? Why can't he help the needy? And what if a person is not a practicing Muslim? Why shouldn't he help the needy? And linking the acts of kindness and charity with the religious practices is completely baseless and unreasonable. For example, few years back, Supreme Court stated that Aadhaar card is not mandatory for availing government subsidies like ration and any essential services. But here, government is again bringing something, a regulation which says that only practicing Muslims should help the needy. What kind of regulation is this? A person who is in need, why can't he help? Why can't he take help from a person who is not that practicing Muslim? These kind of irregular and irrational regulations are from the government just to help, just to avoid the needy. These kind of regulations never and don't serve the needy people. Another thing, these kind of examples that I have given just now, apart from these examples, there are each and every clause of this act is unconstitutional, unlawful, and discriminatory to Muslims. It causes distress among Muslim community. It is utter harassment and assault. Today, being Vice President of National Federation of GIO, it is my responsibility and honor to be in front of you and say this, Kerala, you have once again lit the torch of leadership. Your voice, your, your unity, your voice echo not only in your towns, in your cities, it should be in it should come into the heart of each and every citizen of this country. Dear sisters, may this day be remembered as the turning point. This is not just a gathering. This is not just a protest. This is a vision. These are not just numbers. This is we have gathered here with a purpose. From this stage, I give a message, we give a message, we give a dignified message to the authorities. We are aware. We are awake. We are unafraid, and to the Muslim community that reclaim Waqf, protect your future. And to every girl sitting here, I want to say you are the change, you are the voice, you are the future. And the youth and I give a call to the youth of this country to try to understand and equip yourself with the knowledge of Waqf. Understand Waqf. What were the recent amendments in Waqf? Analyze critically, do a comparative study, what was and what has been changed and what is at stake. I remember government has been bringing different laws and different bills one after the other which are attacking the constitution. Previously, few years back, farmers protested against an unjust bill and defended the constitution. Over 700 farmers lost their lives, and we stood in solidarity with them. And today, again, the government is bringing another act which is unconstitutional and unlawful. And today, again, we stand, we defend the constitution, and we take up this mission to uphold and defend the constitution. We fought for this nation. We sacrificed our lives to build this nation. Whenever, wherever government tries to attack the constitution, bring any unlawful acts and violate any fundamental rights, we will be in the front line to oppose them. We will be in the front line to reject them. And today we are here rejecting the Waqf Amendment Act 2025, which is unlawful, unconstitutional, and discriminatory against a single community. And I take this opportunity to thank Girls Islamic Organization Kerala for this invitation. And on behalf of National Federation of GIO, I appreciate Girls Islamic Organization Kerala for being the first state to organize this huge rally and gathering under the banner of Girls Islamic Organization. Last but not the least, I appreciate each and every member present here, and I hope you will go through Waqf Amendment Act and try to understand its each and every clause and try to bring an awareness in your community, in your society, in your neighborhood, in your college, in your workplace, and everywhere you go. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Save Waqf, save Constitution. Thank you.